So there's a couple of things that I've thought about being 25. One of them is for modern day 25-year-olds, something that's different now. There's lots now, isn't there? But one thing that's particularly different now than when I was 25. But here's the one that's coming first on this episode. This is what I wish I'd have known, really, when I was 25, or maybe wish I'd have known, wish I'd have had the confidence. I'm very much from a family where, you know, you get a job, you work hard, you do your best at the job, but you kind of stick with what you know. And I've really broke free from that mould from quite a young age, because I just didn't want an ordinary life. I wanted an extraordinary life. My life's very much involved with animals and falconry, flying eagles, going off into rainforests and finding snakes and all of the things. But I didn't want to just do that 9 till 5 job, you know, and just for wanting promotion, or just, you're so limited with that. But I started working at mid-teens, Saturday job, working in a tropical fish shop, as you probably already know if you watch the channel. And it was my passion. Didn't earn any money, really. It was rubbish money. And then I went and worked as a print finisher when I was 21, because of the recession killed off the luxury market of tropical fish keeping. And I got a job, so a sort of a 16-year-old's post as an apprentice print finisher at 21. So I'd start on absolutely rubbish money, work my way out, and then I was earning reasonably good money, and it enabled us to have a family, renovate an old house, and so on and so forth, as you do as you go into that phase of your life. Anyway, but I've always worked. Until I was self-employed, I always worked for the paycheck. You're just never going to get anywhere on that, other than if you're content. And if you're content and happy, that's it. You are sorted. So don't worry about this if you are. But you're never gonna, when you're working in a sort of a 9 till 5, a kind of a working for someone else for your monthly pay or whatever, is very limited to what the amount of money that is out there. So this is what I really would have wanted to do when I was 25, and what I should have done. And what, if you're watching this and you're 25 and you've got a job, and so you should have, and well done if you've got a job, but it's like, you know, you're working your hours and you're getting paid. What you really, I think, want to do, just look at a side hustle. I don't mean illegal. Look at a side hustle. Look at starting up some kind of channel on social media, if there's something you can offer that's going to take you a full-on year. Nothing. So when you're 25, you do want it now. Nothing. Forget channels you watch where they're going to make you a millionaire in 3 months. Forget it. It's just a load of BS. Things like YouTube, if you study it, you can. I don't, but if you do study it, you can get monetized on average within a year, and you could build on that if you've got something to offer. What's your skill? Have you got a hobby that you can show people how to do something and help people, so on and so forth? But there's an idea. Or because you've got the internet and social media, and the world's so different from when I was 25, it's easier to have a side hustle, buying and selling stuff on the old marketplace, anything. Just find a side hustle you can do in your spare time, and you've got way more spare time than you think you have, because most of you, me, everyone, on average, when you're working with someone, you're working about 8 hours a day, or you might be doing 3 12-hour shifts a week, but then you've got other time off. So 8 hours a day you're working, put 9 hours on there because you've got to get to work and back. And let's say you're really good, and I wish I could do this and I need it, but I never manage it, and you have 8 hours sleep, excuse me, that's 17 hours. That gives you 7 hours to work out a side hustle, to put into a side hustle. Think about one. All the time you're scrolling on your phone, you are being totally non-productive. You are not learning anything. And the same when you're gaming. You're just learning to play one game better. Get off that rubbish. Use that time. Get off your screens when it's just mindless scrolling, gaming. Put that time into a side hustle. What can you do that makes money, or that could make money? And that's the whole point. While you're 25, start something entrepreneurial that will make you money in the future. You've got a job. Keep doing your job. Find something on the side. It's a more entrepreneurial, self-employed thing. There is no better time in the world's history to have a side hustle, because you know way more about the internet, you know way more how social media works than anyone my age. Use it as a tool to buy and sell. Use it as a tool to create something digitally that is worth something to people. How can you provide something that people, maybe on YouTube, so they're not paying you anything, but start a YouTube channel now, study it, do one video a week, do it for a whole year. You've got 7 hours a day to play with. Do it for a whole year, study it, because as time goes on, if you get that channel recognized at any point, you can really build on it when you think, okay, I am getting somewhere, or you know, I really want to get out of this 9 till 5 job now. You can build on it, or you can use it to market your other side hustle. Like I say, maybe you're buying and selling. Maybe you can offer something online that people want. That YouTube channel would make you a nice little launch pad, if nothing else, if you get it built up enough. But that's just an example. People have made their millions from things like buying and selling old books back in the day, buying and selling clothes. There's so much potential for you young people to get out of the trap of 9 till 5 or being employed for your monthly paycheck. And the sooner you start, the sooner you'll make money elsewhere. And as soon as you make some money elsewhere, the sooner you'll realise that your hourly rate can be smashed to bits. Get yourself out of that lifestyle. Whoa. Get yourself out of that lifestyle. Sorry, Mr. Copper. Get yourself out of that lifestyle as soon as you can. But you've got the job. Do the side hustle. Don't expect to be out of your job in 12 months' time. That's why you're doing it now, while you're 25. That's going to buy you the time while you're still earning to get that confidence up. But that's my definite one of those things. I wish I knew this when I was 25. My excuse can be, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have social media, it would have been harder. It wouldn't have been. I could have bought and sold stuff if I'd have known about it. I could have bred snakes back then, but it was in its infancy. There is, honestly, the world's your oyster. All you've got to do is think of something. Or cheat. Cheat. What are other people doing? Who's making money on Facebook Marketplace buying and selling what? If you love your mechanics, buy an old car. Do it up because that's what you love doing. Do a YouTube channel about that model, doing it up, and then sell the car. You're doing something you like creatively. You're buying and selling something for a profit, and you've got another side hustle on top because you're filming yourself doing it up, which people want to know about. So just as an example, but find something that you can take as an acorn, and in your spare time, which you've got almost as much of a day as what you actually work in a day, use that time to grow that acorn into something that goes from a side hustle to a way of earning way more than your hourly rate for way less of your time. You don't know it now because you're 25 or in your 20s, but what you don't know is, and you really don't think about it, is that your most valuable thing is your time. You are selling hours of your life for not very much money at all. And when you're double your age, and this next 25 years is going to go 3 times, 4 times faster than this 25 years you've just had, and when you've doubled your age, you're going to suddenly really, really realise, wow, where has it all gone? Wish I'd have done something sooner, so I didn't have to go and work for someone in some job I'm not that mad about for a relatively low income. Find out now. Do it now. Do it now. I'll see you in the next one. Good luck.